Hello, my fellow Americans. This is Toby Beach again, and I'm here to talk about the upcoming midterm elections in the various states of America. As you know, I told you in my previous video that I came to America as a child, definitely through legal immigration, came completely legal, and I came to New York State, specifically to New York City, and there's no place in the world like New York City. Later in life, I married a Texan, so I moved to Texas because I personally don't believe in long-distance relationships, so I had to become a Texan, and proud of it. But that didn't stop me from continuing to love my home state of New York and my city, New York City, best place in the world. I would like to talk specifically this time to New Yorkers, to the people from my home state. It's time for a change. New York has been for many, many years a Democratic state. And if you remember, Donald Trump, when he originally started out his road to becoming a president, was a Democrat. But when he realized that the fellow Democrats were people like Hillary Clinton and people who were bringing down the country and bringing it to the situation that is unbearable, it was time for a change. And he did something that was very, very courageous, because normally when somebody changes to a different party, it doesn't go his way. But he became a Republican because he believed that the Republicans would help support his dream and help make America great again. And he is a proud Republican, and they are helping and they are backing him. So, New York, after what I heard over the last weekend being said on television by the governor of New York, by Mr. Andrew Cuomo, when I heard what he said, I was terrified. I was disgusted. I was very upset. And now, New York, I believe that when all of you heard it, which I'm sure you did too, you will realize it is time for a change. Still, there is time until the midterm elections, but you have to start also with your own governor, and you need to change the current governor, because any governor that said what he said should not be governor. And I'm going to, at this point, pause and put for you a little clip of what he said, and then let's come and talk about it afterwards. So here goes.
We're not going to make America great again. It was never that great.
Can you believe what you just heard? America was never that great, and it will never be great again. This is from governor of one of the biggest states in America, the state of New York. How can we have a leader who doesn't believe in his home country, who doesn't wish to get his country to the best place it can ever be? Yes, later he apologized and said it was not what he meant. It doesn't matter. It is what he meant. It's exactly what he said and exactly what he meant. And this is a person who was supposed to lead us to what? To continue the ruination that President Obama was putting us in? I'm sorry, but somebody like that should go. I would like to take Mr. Cuomo to Arlington Cemetery to look at all the stones of the dead soldiers who died in the name of our country and who believed and who made America great, or they wouldn't have gone to giving their life for this country. I would like to bring him there and let him talk to those grave sites and tell them that he thinks that America was not all that great ever and that it's never going to be great. Why fight then? I believe that America was great. America can even be greater, and America is on its way to get greater. He needs to be replaced as soon as possible, and that's on November 6, 2018. So you guys go out there and you vote and you remove him. And, every state follows the leader. You don't just replace the governor and then keep in place all the people who work under him who are going to just stop whoever it is from progressing, like what is happening with President Trump. There's so many pitfalls and obstacles put in his way, and he's still fighting and he's still getting things through. But it's very hard. And in New York, the congresswoman is a Democrat. Needs to change. She needs to be a Republican. The House of Representatives. New York is a big state. We have 27 representatives. Out of those 27, 17 are Democrats and only 10 are Republicans. You need to go and change it in order to have the man in control be able to do what he needs to do to make us great again. We have to have the people in the House of Representatives and Congress be able to give him a hand, be able to put his laws through, to pass his bills, to help him make the changes. So, it's time. And New York, my favorite state, one of my two favorite states, of course, I can't leave Texas out. My home state, the place where I grew up, the place where values were put into me, the place where I learned how great America can be, and how the right people can clean up a city, because New York's changed a lot. When I was a child, it was terrible there in the beginning, but the right people in power made it a beautiful city again, made New York good again and great again. And therefore, we need people there to help make not just our home state, New York, great, but we need to make the whole country great. So, go out there and vote Republican. I know I am. So, New York, what you gonna do? One last thing before I go. I would really appreciate it if you subscribed and liked or disliked. And most importantly, if you would write in the comments what you think about what I had to say, because it is very important for me to know how you guys feel about this. And it's very important to me to know what you're going to do. So I thank you very much. And again, if you could subscribe and comment and like or dislike, I would really appreciate it. Have a good day, America.